So today I have finally been able to take the time to do what's technically my third YouTube video. So if you haven't watched my first one, that was about what they really don't tell you about labor and delivery, and that's got some really good gems in there. So but if you have already watched that and you're returning, then thank you. So go ahead and like, comment, subscribe down below, and let me know what you think. Today we are going to be talking about something very serious, very real, and very scary. It's not really talked about much on the internet, so it's kind of hard to find information on that, which is actually what I'm like trying to do with all of my videos, is just kind of bring information about the stuff that nobody really tells you about. So today we're talking about your first poop postpartum. So it's hard. We're just gonna leave it at that. So I'm bringing it to y'all, giving you some information on something that you don't really find out there because nobody wants to talk about their poop, but somebody's got to, so somebody's got to warn y'all. So I want to start by saying that I personally had a vaginal delivery, so my experience is obviously going to be different than somebody who had a C-section. Honestly, all experiences are different. Everybody's birth experience, everybody's postpartum experience is different, so this is just my advice from what I have experienced, and it's not medical advice. I'm not giving anybody medical advice, so just some life advice to help you out. I have a lot of friends who are pregnant right now, who just had babies, who are trying to get pregnant, so just some information to help everybody out. Without further ado, let's talk about poop. So first, you're gonna want to set yourself up for success. So doing that, you want to get a few things before you actually have your baby. So that's going to be like, make sure you have stool softener for sure. Some body armors are really great because they're super hydrating, but of course you want to be making sure that you're drinking water to just kind of keep everything moving. Prune juice is nasty. 100% do not, 10 out of 10 do not recommend, but you gotta do it. So prune juice helps a lot. So you're also gonna want to have like a perennial, I don't know how to say that honestly. Perennial. I think perennial is a flower. Anyway, some perennial cooling spray. I just used Earth Mama. I don't know if there's different brands. I honestly didn't look for it. It was given to me by a friend. So I used the Earth Mama perennial cooling spray. And a bathroom stool. So I didn't get a separate stool. I got the baby bathtub that's like 3 layers. It's the summer infant right height tub, and here's actually 2 layers of it. Don't know if you can. So the bottom layer is actually a stool, and I just, for the first couple weeks postpartum, I literally just left that stool in front of my toilet in the bathroom. Everybody had to walk around it, like my husband and my sister and my brother, they all had to walk around it, but they got used to it because that stool was necessary and it helps. So, and you're gonna want to have some personal wipes because you do not want to use toilet paper. No toilet paper. Just forget that toilet paper exists, which is really easy because there's a toilet paper shortage anyways. Everybody buying up all the toilet paper. You don't need toilet paper, you need personal wipes because they're a lot softer than toilet paper and they get the job done. So I have to have a notepad, otherwise I forget everything. So let's talk about postpartum care in general. So postpartum care is going to be kind of like the foundation of how you handle your first poop. So your journey for this will begin in the hospital. So for y'all vaginal delivery girls, whenever you get out of bed, it's literally going to feel like your vagina and your butthole are going to fall out of your body. It's like that, it's that much pressure. It's going to feel heavy. You're going to do a waddle. You're going to feel like it's just dragging the floor. It's going to feel so heavy because of all that pressure. So it's good to go ahead and establish a bathroom routine while you're at the hospital, while you have all the supplies, because they provide you with the supplies. you're going to want to go ahead and get in the habit of what you need to do. That way when you get home from the hospital, it's a little easier, and that way it doesn't, like, that way you're not completely frazzled when you feel that first postpartum poop coming. You're like, oh my god, this is it. It's about to happen. It's okay. So, with that being said, what you're going to want to do, and everybody does it differently, so just something to this extent, something along these lines, pee. Pee first. Obviously, take your pants down. Take your pants down first. Don't pee your pants. Pee. Take off your previous pad. And the hospital that I was in, they gave me ice packs, pads, some mesh panties. Those are the best. I love those things. So mesh panties, ice packs, pads, some Dermaplast, some Tux, the little Tux pads. They're medicated, so they help everything heal faster, and a Perry bottle. I feel like I'm missing something. And wipes. They had the best wipes. They smell so good. Anyway, so pee first, take off your previous pad, throw it away. The hospital, the way they had me do it was they had me put a pad on the bottom, like straight to my panties, and they had me put an ice pack over the pad. So the ice packs aren't very absorbent, but it definitely helps get some of that swelling down. So with the ice packs, I was literally changing my pad, changing my underwear and everything like once an hour, because it doesn't hold anything and it doesn't really seep through to the pad. So I only did that a few times, and then I was like, you know, I really don't feel like changing it this often. This is a hassle. I'm going to put the ice pack on the bottom, which honestly, in the end, I just gave up on the ice pack because it's got like this air bubble in it. So when you sit down, you're like sitting on the air, and it just makes everything a lot worse. Or it did for me. So, that's the way you're going to want to set up your underwear. Either ice pack and then pad, or pad and then ice pack, however. And then you're going to want to put those Tux medicated pads on top so that they're what's touching your vagina so that it heals a little bit faster. I did not use the Dermaplast spray because it burned for me. It didn't help relieve any pain. It didn't help relieve any itching. It just burned, and then I would like accidentally breathe it in because I'd like spray and it'd go up in my face and I'd breathe it in and it tasted nasty. So I did not use the Dermaplast. After you pee, spray with a Perry bottle, wipe with your wipes, soft wipes. Hopefully your hospital provides you with wipes. I took like 6 packs of those things home. I still have a pack, and I'm 6 weeks postpartum. I'm 5 weeks postpartum, not 6 weeks. Anyway, those pads, the wipes are awesome. So, and then go back to bed. Once you've got everything situated in there, and you've sprayed, and you've wiped with your wipes, go back to bed. So, now that we've talked about the foundation of your postpartum care, let's move on to the actual poop. So from the moment I got home from the hospital, I was anticipating this poop. I was like, I don't want to do this. Just cut open my intestines, scoop it out, move along. Can we just do it that way? Because I don't want to push this out. It's rough. But some things that you're going to want to do to prepare. I talked about the body armors and the prune juice and stool softener. So my mom, actually, we live with my parents, so my mom was actually very helpful about making sure that I took my stool softener like 3 times a day. So she would come in my room with one of these small little tiny cups. If you have children that's older than the baby that you're about to have right now, you probably have some of these at your house already. And these, honestly, these are the best cups. I drink all my drinks out of this cup. But, so we would take a body armor and fill it up to about here, and then get a cap full of that stool softener, dump it in, mix it together, and I'll just take it like a shot. So like a little poop shot, and that helps a lot. It helps soften, obviously, stool softener, gets things moving. That way your first poop can literally just be liquid, and you don't have to push, it doesn't hurt as bad. So and another thing that we did was I drank prune juice also from the little cups, because prune juice is disgusting. But a way to kind of stomach the prune juice, this is how I had to take it, otherwise I couldn't do it. Ice it, so ice prune juice and cut it with a little bit of water. I don't know what it is about it, but that makes it kind of taste like an Arnold Palmer. So just put a little bit of water in there. Put however much water you want in there. Water it down. Just dilute it completely if you want to, because prune juice is disgusting. But I would just put ice in here, fill it about there with prune juice, fill it the rest of the way with water, and chug that too, because you're not gonna want to sip on that. So, but honestly, that's how I did it. That's how I got through my first postpartum poop. And you're gonna want to do that several times a day. You're gonna want to drink your prune juice several times a day. Stay high in fiber with your diet, and pray. And the stool is gonna help a lot, because it's actually more natural for humans to poop that way, because back before they had indoor plumbing, they would go outside and they would squat. So when you get that stool and you're putting your feet up on it, brings your legs up to you and stretches out your, I don't know, small intestine, large intestine, one of those. It stretches it out, and that way the poop just goes straight down. There's a fly. Anyway, it just goes straight down. So that's all I have on postpartum poop and how to handle it, how to get through it. It's going to be a little rough, and I mean, hopefully it's easier for some than it is for others. Everybody has different experiences, but that's how I got through it. So hopefully that helps somebody.